Hey guys, this is Mary. You're watching another little piece of my art. Guess what video we are going to be doing? Does this give you a hint? We are going to be doing the Dollar Tree coloring challenge. Okay, let me dump this bag out and show you what I got. Here is an overall shot of some of the stuff. Okay, let's talk about books first. So I did get this book at the Dollar Tree, but it was not recently, but I saw one at a store recently. So I don't know if you can get this book at the Dollar Tree now or not. And I wanted to make this video as current as possible. And when I posted these books in a playlist, there were people that said they'd never seen them at their Dollar Tree. So I have it just in case the other ones don't work out, because like I said, I have seen one. Then recently when I was traveling, and I mean really recently, oh, hold on, the light, I kind of twisted around a little bit. I don't know if that's any better. When I was traveling recently, and by recently I mean last week, I'm recording this on February 3rd, by the way. When I was traveling, I bought these in Ohio. I've never seen these in Florida, so I don't know if this will be a fair book to use or not. That's why I have several options. Okay, this one I picked up in Daytona Beach, Florida, and we usually have pretty bad selections. So this is Get Out There, a coloring book to inspire explorers. And this is by Igloo Books. And it is manufactured by Greenbrier International, which is the Dollar Tree's, manufacturing plant. So this is what this one looks like. I'm not a big fan of words in my book, but I was trying to make this as fair as I could with what I thought, a lot of people would be able to find. And this paper is, it's not exactly that really bad newsprint paper, but it's not anything, good either. But that's the part of the point of the challenge, is to see what we can do, see what we can get out of this, okay? And then lastly, this one is the bad paper, the newsprinty type of a paper. This one is Girl Power Motivational Advanced Coloring. This one is by Crown Jewels in 2024. So it doesn't say that it's manufactured at Greenbrier. It says made in the USA. And it has 16 motivational designs to color. Again, I'm not into the words pages, but this is just for the challenge, and I can always just pass the book on and donate. But you can see that the paper is very thin, and the ink comes over to the opposite side. So that's why, if you can, try to find one in your store that is one-sided, so that the challenge will be easier on you, because working with these really thin pages with this ink and stuff that is shadows through on both sides is kind of a nightmare. I have completed an entire Dollar Tree book that has, the both sides on this page, and I saved it. It was from when I first started coloring. If you ever want to see that, let me know. It's a hot mess, but I just wanted to do it. So yeah, these are the choices of books that I've got. Now I'll show you the supplies. Okay, I like to start my pages with some sort of watercolor a lot of times. Some kind of base layer to go under the pencil, all right? I picked this up the other day. I love these. I have several of these palettes. But I'm just going to let you know right now, I'm not going to open this one, because I have the exact same palette that I am I haven't finished this one yet, but that's okay. I just wanted to make sure that you knew that you could still buy it. Yeah, it's there. It's in the Dollar Trees in Florida, or, the ones that I go to in the Daytona, Ormond, and Port Orange area. So that is East Central Florida. There is other watercolor paints that are sold at the Dollar Tree. I've watched a lot of these videos, and they don't seem to have a lot of color payout. So, and it's up to you if you want to try them. Try layering, letting the page dry a little bit, and then putting on another layer. Or if you want to skip your watercolors all together, that's up to you. I just happen to like watercolor. Okay, now let's look at markers. Because I didn't really know what I was going to want to use on what paper. So I found these Jot double-ended markers, double-sided. It's got a skinny side and a chisel tip fatter side. This is by Jot. I bought a set of these for my grandson when I was just visiting him like a week ago or something. And I bought him a sketchbook. And the black one was dried out. So hopefully that won't be the case. He was using all of the other colors and they were working fine. But it's always nice to have backups. But I'm here to show you what works good and what doesn't, in my opinion. That way you won't have to buy as many things as I have picked up here for this challenge. So because I wasn't sure how these were going to be, I bought these. These are the Ink brand. Now I like Ink brand much better than Jot. Ink brand is always done me well, okay? Jot has not. Jot rhymes with not. But yeah, I used to have, these come in 3 in the pack, and they have like an orange, a red, and a yellow in one pack, and then like this. So I thought, well, if any of the colors are dried up or they're just awful, or I need like a brush tip, because these work so much nicer. Sometimes those nibs will tear up the paper on the less expensive paper. So I just went ahead and picked these up as well in case I just couldn't manage with the other. I didn't get a bunch of them, but I could try to make it work with these because I have some more of these. I just didn't want to use them because I wanted it to be stuff that I am currently seeing in store. I also picked up this. This is a Crafter's Square metallic marker. I have a whole cup full of these. Every time I go there, if they have a different color, I grab one. These are great for backgrounds and coloring books. These don't bleed through. These are excellent markers, but you won't find these in the school supply crafting area. You'll find them over by like the where the wood crafting stuff is. It's another aisle down, I think. But yeah, they're not with the regular stuff. I also found these. These are just 5 broadline chubby Crayola markers in case I wanted to do a background, because I knew that the fine liners that I bought, the Jot ones that I showed you, I thought that those would be too thin and tedious to do a background. I wasn't sure if I was going to do a background, but I figured while I was there, hey, let me grab them. And when I'm done with these, I will just put them aside for my grandkids when they come and visit. And then I found these. This was a total nostalgia thing for me. I don't know if I'm going to like the Jot brand of these, but when my kids were little, we had a bigger set of these with more than just 6. And they're markers that make a stamp pattern. So they don't, I guess it's just flowers. So every one of these makes a flower in a different color. And I have no idea if they're going to work well or be a disappointment. But I was thinking, hey, if you had a page and you didn't really want to color the entire background, you could just dot on some flower stampers. And that one might be cute. Okay, now for pencils, I was not about to buy Jot pencils. Just not going to do it. I mean, I can't force myself to. They're so bad. And I don't think I saw any Crayola pencils in the $1.25 section. I think they've moved those to the higher, like the $5 section. So I have a collection of these. I have, I think, every color that they've ever put out, including the flesh tone ones, which if you can find, I really recommend. These are a harder pencil. You never have to worry about sharpening them. Well, I mean, you do, because there's a sharpener up here, you know, like for pencil lead sharpeners for, oh, never mind, you guys. It's getting late. But anyways, I'll show you when we open them. The sharpener is up there. I forget what it's actually called. But yeah, I like to use these to sketch with. But you can use them to color with. They're not extremely pigmented. They work just fine, but they're not, you know, what I prefer to color in. Though I will use them for fine details because they're a hard pencil. So you can get, you know, a darker, like you can get a finer line and maybe darken something in well. And then lastly, this is a Jot product that I actually do endorse. I used to buy these all the time when I first was coloring in adult coloring books. And this is the Jot 8-pack, 8-piece. It just calls it writing, but they're just gel pens, 1mm, super glitter, super brilliant gel pens. And they are very glittery and they are very pretty. I used to always get these, and especially at like holiday time because of the reds and the gold and this like white silvery color here. So I didn't need any more gel pens, but I didn't know if any of the other stuff was going to fail me or if I was going to need a little more, you know, sparkle to my situation. So I went ahead and picked them up, and you know, it'll be fine. I'll use them up. So those are the supplies that I found, and I'm going to make this video in chunks, but I'll put it all together for you. So yeah, that's what I've got, and we'll see what I can come up with. Thanks for watching. I'll be back. Okay, you guys, this is Mary again. I did some swatches of the things that I bought for the Dollar Tree Adult Coloring Challenge. So these are the Crayola 5 markers here. I didn't realize when I picked them up that they were like tropical colors. I guess that maybe that was all they had. I don't know. I just picked them up. But so those are the colors there. These are the ink brush tip markers. You can use this as a watercolor by scribbling the marker and the Crayolas by, you know, scribbling the marker on a palette and then adding some water to it if you wanted to and you didn't want to have any watercolor purchase. Here's the Jot double-ended 8 markers. The black was great. My grandson's black was dried up. The green seemed a little dried up though. So I guess it's hit or miss, but I do have these other 2 greens. A happy surprise was the Jot flower markers. How cute are those? To decorate the background of a page if you don't feel like coloring it in. I really thought those were cute and they brought back a lot of nostalgia for me. This is the Crafter Square metallic marker. It does not, they don't give you names. So this is like a, it looks kind of gold for you, but it's more like a champagne bronzy color for me. These are the Jot gel pens. These always work well. The blue, I've always been a fan of that blue one. That fuchsia colored one there is really pretty. Here are the ink color point mechanical pencils. You can see these have a nice color payout as well on this paper. I chose a paper that was a little smoother, so you know you could get different ideas of how this would come out than just in my other sketchbooks like Roll Toothy. So, and then here's the Prang watercolors. Of course, these are going to look better on some paper with a little bit of tooth to it, but you can see the colors are very vivid and very pretty. Look at that black. I think that is impressive. And I didn't bother with the white, but you know, that's just a quick squish of color on there. This one is like a lighter Caucasian flesh tone here. It might be coming up a little bit oddly colored there, but so you got your light and darker flesh tones that you can use with these, or mix the two together to get, I swear I can't talk today, to get a, you know, a tone that you might like. You pretty much have it all here, and then with the white you can always mix. So it's a great little palette. Highly recommend. This is so travel friendly. The brush, I haven't tried it yet. I use water brushes and I have mini ones, so I don't really have a need to use that. But yeah, so those are the swatches, and we'll see what we can do with the page. Okay, guys, now we're going to go in with the second book here, Get Out There, a coloring book to inspire explorers. This is by Igloo Books, distributed by Greenbrier, so, you know, definitely purchase at the Dollar Tree. It was not something that was sent there as a overflow or item that another store was getting rid of. So, I chose this picture here, Be Brave and Adventurous. If you don't know me, I live at the beach, so I like this theme. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in and paint. I'm going to give this one a shot with some watercolor. And I showed you in the preview part of the video that you can buy this praying watercolor at the Dollar Tree. So I think I'm going to mix up some colors, and then I'm going to go in and try it out on this paper on the feet. And I'm not going to film that. Maybe I'll film like the ending of it, because that would be really long. So I will be back in a bit.
And also with soda light as well. You can get different types of bracelets to go with it. Have a look at my website, www.celestialtarotreadings.com.
I hate the lady. I don't hate her. She's in danger. Harsh. Your daughter is calling you dumb. She says you're stupid. You've got to be, because you would never do this otherwise. Or be persuaded to do this, as we found out in a few readings a while ago. You're a shame.
Okay, guys, here's my final thought. Here's my picture. I used everything that you see in the beginning of the video of me buying this stuff or showing you what I bought. The only thing added in was water brushes for the praying watercolor, but you can buy water brushes at the Dollar Tree, and I have bought several water brushes from them. So I used everything that you see here. And, you know, there was really very little bleed through. I was kind of shocked So if you can get yourself one of these books, these ones that are a little more substantial, I want you to, when you go there, I want you to try to find these. And okay, try to steer away from the ones with the newsprint paper. It's just more difficult to work with. You still can, and you saw my other completed picture. I did not enjoy doing that picture as much as I did doing this picture. Even though I didn't have all of the tools that I normally have in my arsenal, I think it still came out fun. And like I said, I enjoyed doing it. I was able to do a little shading with what I had, not too much, a little shading on the shell there, but I didn't have everything that I normally have, but that's okay. We made it work. So in conclusion, if you are living at home, you're a student, you're on a fixed income, perhaps you're maybe recovering from surgery or a long illness or something, and you don't want to put a lot of money into a hobby because you don't know if you're going to stick with it, or you're just starting out and you just can't put out, all that money. Can you start your hobby at the Dollar Tree? Absolutely. Just be choosy about what you purchase. Look up videos here on YouTube. They will tell you, what really things just to try to avoid. I think one of the best things, if you can find this Praying watercolor set, one of these thicker books. I see these come and I see them go. So, just keep an eye out. I have a stack of them. I have a video on that on my channel. These markers I wasn't a big fan of, but they were double-sided. So, I used some of these on like the brownstones or the sand. I'm not really sure what this is supposed to be, but, I made it my own. I used some of them on that. I would try to find as many of the brush tip by Ink. Ink brand is so much better than Jot. I would try to find as many of these as you can get a hold of. If you can find you a set of these with, like, you have to buy a couple sets because, like I said, there's only, I think, 4 in a set. If you could get a set of those, you'd be good. The Crayola is fine. They're just fat, hard to get into some skinny spaces. They might have smaller Crayola sets, skinny sets. I'm not sure. I didn't see them at mine. These pencils are better than any other pencils that the Dollar Tree sells. These are also by Ink. I do believe that the Dollar Tree sells Crayola pencils, but I didn't get them because I have so many Crayola pencils. But Crayola pencils will work good on your coloring pages. The gel pens, these are amazing. I think these are by Jot, so a lot of the work that you see here, the shiny and everything, are these gel pens. They really are nice for adult coloring books. What else? The little stampers that I showed you, what I did with them in the other page. They're great just for, it's just some added fun, but I wouldn't say that if you're just starting out, it would be a must-have. A nice marker like this is great for backgrounds or for just adding a little sparkle. You can see I've used it on some of these sand pieces. The rest of the sparkly stuff, like her glitter toenail polish, everything you see shiny is the gel pens that I showed you, these ones from Jot. So yeah, this has been my Dollar Tree coloring challenge. I did the best that I could. This is where a lot of people start. I had Dollar Tree, the bad kind with the paper I don't like. I had a stack of those when I first started. I completed one even. And I had to learn what can and cannot be used in them. And, you can do that too. It's all a learning process and figuring out what works best for you. So if you're thinking about getting into adult coloring, take the plunge, go to the Dollar Tree, see what they have, and have fun with it. That's the most important part. This is supposed to be something for you and for you to enjoy, and you don't have to show it to anybody if you don't want to. So that is my final thoughts on that, and thank you so much for watching.